Productivity. Everybody's talking about it. It's become a real buzzword in business, the media, and government. But who knows what it really means? In theory, it should be simple. Labor productivity measures how much output is produced compared to how much time workers spent producing it. The output can be anything. Tons of steel, packages delivered, servings of flat white coffee. For the economy as a whole, output is measured by GDP. All of that takes work to produce. So that's why we compare output to hours of work. Now, productivity doesn't measure how much we produce. It measures how efficiently we produce. So far, so good. But employers see all this focus on productivity as a chance to get a bunch of things they've always wanted, all justified in the name of productivity. However, most of what they're demanding has nothing to do with productivity, and some of it would actually make true productivity worse. Here's an example. They want us to work longer, fewer breaks, more overtime, being called into work on weekends. Now, that might increase total output, the top of the productivity formula, but it also increases the bottom of the formula, hours worked. More output, more hours worked, no change in productivity. In fact, because workers get tired when they work very long days, true productivity will likely decline. Working harder or faster doesn't lead to true productivity either. There are limits to how fast people can work without physical or mental injury. Quality can suffer. Workers will leave for other jobs. So just cracking the whip or speeding up the assembly line doesn't improve productivity either. Some employers use productivity as an excuse to cut wages or cut super or cut other entitlements. But wages aren't even in the equation for productivity. Output and hours are what matter, not wages. And by cutting wages, workers are less likely to be committed to their work. Once again, true productivity will shrink. Sometimes the boss outsources work to someone else who will do it for less, an outside supplier or a sham contractor or a gig worker or even someone in another country. That might seem like there's now fewer hours of work since some of the work is now being done outside the company. But the work is still being done just by someone else for less. And that still counts for true productivity. In fact, outsourcing can reduce productivity by inserting more links in a long and fragile supply chain. Employers make many other demands to cut costs and make our jobs less secure or more intense, all in the name of productivity. But it has nothing to do with true productivity. To truly lift productivity, we need to improve and value work, not degrade it. We need more tools, more technology, more skills, more security, better jobs. So it turns out most of the boss's arguments aren't about improving true productivity. They're just using productivity as an excuse to pick your pocket. The Center for Future Work has prepared a detailed study of productivity, what it is, what it isn't, and how to use productivity to benefit workers. Check it out here.